The BRICS summit has ended and the ringing declaration on terrorism would have pleased India. But how do BRICS member states see India? I am Surya Gangadharan. Welcome to SNG News and do hit that subscriber button. Back to the question, how do BRICS member states see India? What we have are some observations by a former governor of the BRICS Development Bank, one Paulo Batista, who is a Brazilian national. And his comments were made to a television service in, I believe it is in Brazil. And I'll play the clip for you. Do listen in.
I think that India has been a problem, and for the BRICS, I think perhaps the major problem for the BRICS is India. India is an outlier. I don't want to exaggerate, but some people even say that India is a sort of a Trojan horse inside the BRICS. I wouldn't go that far, but I do think that Modi has shown some strange things from my perspective. How can he support Israel? How can he have a good relationship with Netanyahu when Netanyahu and Israel are doing what they're doing? What does that say about India? How do the Indian people feel when they see their president, their government, supporting a genocide in Gaza and supporting unilateral attacks, not supporting, but silent on unilateral attacks against Iran by the US and Israel? I understand what the motivations of India are, also. Now, India fears China, and it feels the need to maintain a certain proximity with the US. But that has become a major factor of weakness inside the BRICS grouping, in my opinion.
Batista's choice of words vis-a-vis India are very, very serious. He refers to India as an outlier, also describes India as a Trojan horse. Now, these words are used with respect to BRICS or with respect to something else? Or is it Batista's own personal views that are coming in? Because he goes on to clarify that India's support of Israel in the war on Gaza is something that he finds unacceptable, and also India's support of Israel's Prime Minister Netanyahu. He also faults India for its silence when the US and Israel hit Iran. Batista seems to be mixing up his personal views with a nation's national interests, because India is governed by its national interests when it sees what is happening in Gaza, when it sees what is happening in Israel, because Israel is a strategic partner. It sees what is happening in Iran, and it sees what the US is doing, and it has a lot of stakes in the US. So these are national interests. There's also the fact that if we look closer at BRICS itself, China, which is one of the founding members of BRICS, has gone along with Russia in its invasion of Ukraine. And this is one of the most destructive wars in Europe. China is a partner of Russia and goes along with it. Then how do you explain the silence of the Gulf Arabs, Saudi Arabia, for instance, about the silence and about the massacre in Gaza? How do you explain Saudi Arabia allowing its airspace to be used by Israel to attack Iran? Clearly, all these countries are looking at their national interests, their strategic concerns regarding Israel and the Palestinians and so on and so forth. So India can hardly be faulted for doing the same. And Batista seems to have mixed up his personal views, as I said a little earlier, with what are a nation's strategic concerns. India's strategic concerns are clear. It sees Israel as a strategic partner, therefore it will support Israel. It doesn't want much to do with the violence going on in Gaza. It doesn't like it. It has said so, but it is not going to go out on a limb to offend Israel, which is, again, I repeat, a strategic partner. And as Batista himself accepts, India wants to move closer to the US. It sees China as a threat, as an intermediary and aggressive power. Therefore, it sees the need to shore up its alliance with the US. Therefore, it also explains our support for Israel. So these are national concerns of any nation state, and Batista must understand that. I'm Surya Gangadharan, and you're on Start News Global.
For more such stories, subscribe to SNG News, hit the like button and follow for more news updates.